Hello and welcome to Millionaires, continuing to flex on poor people even as the world is ending.
People do not expect to see a resort pool in an underground bunker.
While most people will literally be thinking about how they can just survive, millionaires are out here trying to figure out a way of how they can continue their pickleball league, how they can get their laps in at the pool and get their spa treatments, while everybody else outside is just soaking up radiation. Everybody else outside's bodies are just like mutating into frogs or something. We'll be turning into frogs while they're drinking mimosas by the pool. Yes, can't wait. So I stumbled upon this post about luxury bunkers, and by stumbled upon, I mean I looked it up and seeked it out specifically for this video. Inside $300 million members-only luxury doomsday bunkers, complete with robotic medical suites, lavish swimming pool, and fine dining restaurants, is set to revolutionize how the rich and powerful can shelter themselves in apocalyptic disaster. Robotic medical suites? How does that work? We don't even have that above the ground right now. How are we gonna have that underground by summer of 2026? A fine dining restaurant? I mean, this is all kind of ironic because isn't the goal of a bunker to be able to last like as long as you can, as long as is needed for the nuclear fallout to clear? It's gonna really suck when they're 1 year in and they're like, man, we've ran out of everything because we've been living lavish. We have a literal restaurant that cooks us whatever we want on demand. It would have been really nice if we sacrificed a few extra steaks over this past year so we could stay in here longer. Now I guess we're gonna have to go outside with the mutated human bullfrogs. Maybe we can cook them up and eat them. I don't really know. Why didn't we think this through? We've got a robotic nurse, but we don't have any food to eat. The company has previously earned acclaim for creating all manners of unique bunkers, including one outfitted with a Formula 1 track. Listen, I know this is about luxury bunkers, but that's gotta be like the last luxury that you would ever think to put inside of a bunker. That's also such a niche clientele. Hey, are you a Formula 1 racer or a rich millionaire who's into F1? Also, do you have $20 million to spare in order to get a membership into this bunker? Do you want to live inside of a bunker that's going to emit so much fumes from the Formula 1 racing that everybody's going to just suffocate? I mean, it's a better ending than going outside in the radiation, so... Anyways, we have no memberships currently. Nobody has purchased a membership. Would you like to purchase one? Or 600 of them? 600 memberships, let us know. We can do that. Imagine you are one of the wealthiest and most powerful people in the world, and then something unimaginable happens and you're just a regular guy. Man, that would fucking suck. You're just a regular guy? To just be a regular guy? God, I could not imagine. You're just a regular guy, you have no place to go in the moment. Being a regular person and having nowhere to go is just unimaginable. I would just kill myself. Going to a hotel isn't the same as going to a sanctuary that is waiting for you. Well, that's the first place that I'm going to be going in the event of an apocalypse, is a hotel, for sure. That was my first thought. Motel 6 will keep me safe. The pictures for this luxury bunker are also kind of insane because what are these? Are these supposed to be is this what they're supposed to look like? This looks completely unrealistic. This looks like nothing that even exists right now. What is this a bubble? Is this a bubble for sleeping? What is this? Is this like a bunker inside of a bunker? Your own personal bunker inside of your room, inside of the bunker that's underground? Even for me, that just seems like a little bit too much bunker for my liking. But you know, at the same time, I am just a regular guy. Just a regular guy, so I guess I wouldn't really know how much bunker is too much. This one looks like they're in space, like they're in space getting a spa treatment. Do they know something that we don't know? Are they gonna have to go to space to escape? Are they building something that will take you to space? Is this the plot of WALL-E? That'd actually be kind of sick. Now I'm in. Let me just fork over my $20 million for their membership. Is that monthly? I need to know. Is that monthly or yearly? Now this picture right here just actually makes no fucking sense. There is not even an explanation for this. Why is this room made out of ice? And is this a pool? Is this an ice pool? Are they trying to simulate Antarctica inside of the bunker? Is that something rich people like? Do millionaires like to act like they're living in Antarctica? That would be very cold. This does not seem very enjoyable. And what's this one? What's on the screen right here? Is that like the Earth blowing up? Are they watching the bombs go off? Are they having a viewing party for the apocalypse? That's... wow. That's a little out of touch. That's... okay. All right, so now that we have a general idea of how the rich and wealthy are gonna absolutely flex on our asses during the apocalypse. I also found this video which shows us a little bit of the inside of one of these luxury bunkers, so we can see for ourselves what we'll be missing out on. This series was filmed shortly before the COVID-19 pandemic. Since then, the world and how we view it has changed. It's our goal to shine a spotlight on the science and technology that can inspire hope for humanity's future. That's right. It gives me so much hope to know that while I'm drinking gamma radiation, millionaires will be playing pickleball and drinking cocktails and probably peeing in that fresh pool water. They're probably not going to want to get out of the pool when they have to use the bathroom, so they're probably just going to pee directly in the pool, the fresh water that we could all be drinking. Nice. That gives me so much hope. I'm so hopeful for that. I can't wait.
Professor Brian Toon is an atmospheric scientist and an expert on nuclear winter.
Okay, come on, fuck all this science. I'm really not interested in all of the really important logistics behind all of this. I really just want to see how the rich and wealthy are gonna flex on our asses. Show me the millionaires flexing on us. Show me what I'm gonna be missing out on because I'm poor.
At the top, under the dome, are the recreation facilities like the pet park and climbing wall.
Did they say pet park? The pets are gonna be living better than us. These rich people's dogs are gonna be getting fed like caviar and shit. They're probably gonna be feeding them those like insane 19 ingredient meals that you see on TikTok.
Here's what a day's worth of food looks like for my raw-fed Cane Corso.
They're feeding them like chicken paws and chicken heads and shit. Lucky. I gotta find out how to be a rich person's pet.
This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath unit.
And most importantly, even though I'm 11 stories underground, I've still got a window.
Wow, that is extremely sad. We thought we had it bad during the pandemic when we had to stay inside from the comfort of our own homes. Could you imagine if all you had was a giant iPad that was hanging on your wall? It's probably not even the real outside. It's probably just like recordings because the outside is probably destroyed. Actually, now that I think about it, I hope they are pre-recorded videos. I hope they thought about this. I hope those are not just cameras from outside. I do not want to wake up every day and see the nuclear fallout of the earth.
And we have a jacuzzi tub and a shower with the side jets.
Wow, a jacuzzi tub. Wow. You know what's crazy is the fact that during the apocalypse, rich people will be living better than I'm living right now during not the apocalypse, during normal life. I don't have a jacuzzi tub. I have a bathtub that I don't fit in. Man, this gives me so much hope for the future and for humanity.
But the apocalypse isn't all fun and games. There's a schoolroom in the bunker so kids from K through 12 can take self-guided lessons on brand new iMacs.
Oh, dang it. You're telling me that even during the apocalypse, these kids are gonna have to go to school? It's not all fun and games living inside of a bunker that is everything you could ever need? Their life sucks. I also found this video of an $18 million bunker that looks like it's hidden inside of a crack house.
If the world ended, what does your $18 million get you? And underneath this house and underneath this dirt that doesn't look like much is an $18 million underground bunker that's been there since the Cold War.
Yeah, you would think that $18 million would get you a little bit more than that, but nah.
Underneath this house and underneath this dirt that doesn't look like much.
Yeah, no, it looks like shit.
Is an $18 million underground bunker.
I love the music. Underneath this crack house is an $18 million bunker. Yeah, $18 million. We could afford it to make the outside of this look like anything. We opted for crack house. We opted for an abandoned home with the Sahara Desert as the front lawn. You know, it's gonna be hilarious during the apocalypse when like 11 different billionaires just show up in limousines and start hopping out of their cars and start running into this seemingly abandoned home. I think the other neighbors on this street might start catching on when they just see Jeff Bezos hop out of his $1 trillion Amazon limousine and run into this crack house during the apocalypse while the world is literally ending. Yeah, I would follow that guy.
1. Okay, we're going down. Wow. It's really fast. We're 26 feet down below level. We have concrete walls, metal walls, everything protecting us to create this barrier where we're safe down here.
Wow. Okay, so this just looks like a really shitty nightclub. Why are the walls lit up like this? Is this supposed to simulate the sky? This does not look like the sky. You know, this really just looks like a dystopian future where the sun has like collapsed and there's just artificial lights everywhere. This is really sad.
Turns out some of the owners of the current property are tied into like a cryo community. There's actually businesses out there where they freeze your head or freeze your body after you die or right after you die in hopes that someday in the future there will be science and technology good enough that they can bring you back your conscious, your mind, and you can be alive again. This right here could hold 5 human heads and 4
bodies.
What? 5 human heads and 4 human bodies? What does that mean? Like a child? Like it can fit 4 grown humans and 1 child the size of a human head? Like you can hold it? You can hold the human child head in your arms to be frozen? How does that math work? Where does the 5th head go if the body can't fit?
It really feels like you're in your own private oasis. This is 15,000 square feet.
It really feels like you're in your own private shitty nightclub with LED lights blasting your face 24/7. This looks like hell. Imagine living in a nightclub with like disco lights blasting you at all times.
It really doesn't feel like you're that much underground because like when you look at this carpet, like it's green, it's nice. Like they have like trees and stuff down here. Look at like the beautiful murals. This is like in Los Angeles, I think.
They have murals around the entire outside of this bunker. And so everywhere that you go, it feels like there's nature.
Yeah, I would not say that feels like nature. I would not say it feels like there's nature everywhere you go because of these murals. I honestly think I would rather live outside with the gamma radiation than be subjected to living here 24/7.
This space is used for a lot of different things right now. It is somebody's house, but it also is rented out for different events. They have live music in here. They have corporate events.
Oh, that's cool. Corporate events. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Quick announcement for this year's corporate event to show our appreciation for you guys. This year we are going to the underground bunker. That's right, the underground bunker, because coincidentally enough, it is also very reminiscent of a really shitty nightclub. There's gonna be live music there. We're gonna be 26 feet underground. There's gonna be fake trees. There's gonna be nature-like murals on the wall, LED lights blasting your face 24/7. We just really appreciate you guys, and so we really wanted to book the underground bunker for this year's corporate event. You're welcome. Make sure you get there early because the elevator takes 20 minutes to get you down to the bunker, okay? Don't be late. We appreciate you, but if you're late, you will be fired.
Let's show you the outside of the inside of the house. This is considered like the outdoor space.
I'm sorry, is that a stripper pole? Are they taking the piss? Was I right? Is this just a club? Is this just a nightclub? When the owners were building this bunker, they were like, yeah, nightclub. Make it, I want a stripper pole and LED disco lights everywhere. If there's one thing I want during the apocalypse, it's a stripper. That is the only thing that'll help me survive with these nature-like murals around my bunker. I hate it here. I need a stripper, please.
This place is like a teenager's dream in a lot of ways.
Man, this place is like a teenager's dream. You've got a pool, you've got golf, you've got a cryo chamber that can fit 5 heads and 4 bodies, a stripper pole. Man, wouldn't you love to be a teenager down here? That's all I was asking for when I was a teenager. Cryo chambers and stripper poles. Hell yeah. All right, so now we're introduced to the house that's inside of the basement, and
This is an actual house inside of the basement. This is incredible.
holy shit, why are there so many chairs? Is that all that there is to do during the apocalypse down in this bunker is sit? The owner of this bunker must really like sitting for fun. So when you buy this $18 million bunker, there's lots to do. You can sit in this chair, or that chair, or this chair, or that chair. You could sit in this chair over here if you really wanted to. There's also like seven chairs back there that you can sit on. Yeah, those chairs almost seem like they're in the way of living. It's like it's the living room, not the sitting room. I feel like that would be like a maze to get to any single one of those chairs.
I told you earlier that they rent this out for different things. There's actually been quite a few weddings in the underground bunker.
I'm sorry, what? They're doing weddings in the underground bunker? I thought the corporate event was bad, but a wedding? That's just doomed for failure, I mean. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, it would make me very happy, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.